Do you find yourself in a situation where every time your partner doesn't text back immediately, you start feeling really anxious? You might even start thinking, are they mad at me? Are they going to leave me? These thoughts can spiral quickly, and before you know it, you're feeling overwhelmed and you're scared. Does this sound familiar? All right. So last week, I started a series on romantic relationships, how it works. And if you haven't seen that video, check out the link below to watch that video. Today, I want to continue that series by chatting about something many of us might struggle with in romantic relationships, especially if you've had a tough family background. You see, there is that thing called the fear of abandonment. It's a big one, but don't worry, we're in this together and I'm here to help you go through it. And I'll just give you a few examples of how that might present itself in your relationship. So, for example, if your partner is out with his friends or her friends and hasn't responded to your message for a few hours, you could start panicking. You could be thinking, oh, are they ignoring me? Or worse, are they planning to break up with me? This anxiety can lead to you then sending multiple texts, you're calling repeatedly so that you can feel reassured. And when they finally respond, you might feel relieved for a moment, but the cycle can repeat itself the next time. Okay, and here is another example. So imagine you're engaged or you're to be married or you're even married, but you struggle with being vulnerable with your partner, sharing your challenges or asking for support because you fear feeling judged or seen as weak, or you fear feeling rejected. So avoidance has become your normal coping strategy, leaving your partner to constantly worry about what's going on for you emotionally. If you, for example, have gone through growing up from a separated family, that is possible where you now become withdrawn and deal with your own situations yourself. You see, this kind of fear can really put a strain on your relationship. You might come across as insecure, and your partner might feel pressured or overwhelmed by your need for constant reassurance, which can now create a lot of tension between the two of you. But it's important to remember that this fear often comes from past experiences where you might have felt abandoned or let down. The fear of abandonment is actually rooted in the past experiences of being neglected or abused. All right? So you might have developed an anxious way of connecting, which might present as being needy of reassurance or appear as cold, detached, and switched off. Does that sound familiar? Yes. So if you're finding this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content on mental health and relationships. Now, as usual, I would always give you solutions and strategies to manage this fear. I think that fear can be managed, not necessarily eradicated. So the first one is open communication. I strongly suggest that you share your fears with your partner. Let them know what and where you're coming from. You could say something like, hey, sometimes I get really anxious when I don't hear from you. It's not about you. It's something that I'm working through. This conversation will help, hopefully, your partner to understand your perspective and hopefully be more supportive. Proposal of mindfulness and self-soothing, because that's another way to manage this fear through mindfulness. When you start feeling anxious, take a few deep breaths and remind yourself that these feelings are coming from a place of past hurt. You try activities like meditation or even just take a walk to calm your mind. Journaling is also a very good way to process your feelings. That brings us to the third and last strategy. Develop secure attachments. You see, building a secure attachment in your relationship, it will take time and effort. It's necessary to seek healing and recovery for this kind of wound. Seek couple counseling that is provided from an attachment-informed approach. It's important to find a therapist who understands family of origin dynamics so well so that you can be effectively supported. Keep in mind that healing and recovery is possible, but it's a journey and not a destination. All right, as we round up today's video, I'd like you to remember overcoming the fear of abandonment is a journey, okay? It's okay to ask for help during this journey. If you need help, please schedule a video consultation with me and be patient with yourself and your partner as you walk through these feelings together. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and for more content on mental health, relationships, and family dynamics. As always, feel free to share your thoughts or your questions in the comments below. And thank you for watching and take care. Again, if you need help, you're free to book a consultation on my website, awesomecounseling.com. Until I see you in the next video, do take care of yourself. Bye.